See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Set, Tiger, Tiger,
we got three.
Two jet. Let's go. Way 90.
Check 26, check 26.
Way 90. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Man left.
Let's go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Tight left.
Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Let's go. Hey. 180. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
So now here come the Dolphins.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Double tight. Hey, four down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
He'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down.
Now
design run for their wideout. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This one away by the punter, Dar. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Tiger!
Tight end's
Tiger!
right.
Let's go.
3 down,
Blue
3 down.
58.
Hey, check,
Blue
check.
58.
3 down, 3 down.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Check me out. Check me out.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Get ready. Blue.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. Well, how would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Watch left. Watch left. Watch left.
Tiger.
Hey, I'm coming. I'm coming.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
Trip.
Set. 180. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
Let's go.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Strong left. Strong left.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Watch tight end. Let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
You get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries.
Let's go.
This is 3rd and 11. They go play action. Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Two jet! Let's go!
Now a handoff working right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Two times.
Power game to try to get in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Trying to lay one up deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one. And a Miami first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go now. Detroit.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Man left. 3 down.
All right, here we go.
And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here, and no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play. Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down following the run.
Watch number 5. Watch number 5.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Got double tight. Double tight. Hey,
Hurry up, here we go.
hey, we
Green,
got
39.
Well, now they'll try the end around. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Gun, back 99, Philly, here we go.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You got him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. 19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Now let's go.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They go again with Muhammad. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out, put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all
180.
odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Double up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Six yards to go here on 2nd down.
Single. I got 11.
Now let's go! They'll look to throw here. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now let's go. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Matt Darr now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Bridgewater now from the 50. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. 2 down.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Charles Harris in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Blue 58. 3 down. Tagger.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Tagger.
Switch gears.
Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Brown in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Vikings send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Panthers are starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Double tight. 4 down.
They'll start out on the ground with a Jai. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Double tight. All right, here we go.
Hey.
3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Tight ends right. Watch tight ends right.
Leopard!
A handoff as they run the counter play. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, and unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Let's go. Hey, 58. Hey. We got three, bro.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Get ready. Wide 80.
3 down.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Let's go. Way 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
3 down. Hey, I need one over here.
2 jet.
Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Going for it all. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
3 down.
His throw caught right around the 6. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 5-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down, even. Let's go. 180.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
4 down.
Let's go. They come out here in the eye.
Way 90.
Offense looks to punch it in here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Man left.
Bridgewater. And he rifles one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Double tight. Now let's go.
Now it's Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Double tight. Let's go. Wait, hey, we got three. Three down. Tiger.
Bridgewater on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Double tight. Let's go. Blue 58. Hey, guys.
Bridgewater now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Wait, 90. Single. Wait, 90.
To throw, Bridgewater. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points.
And now here is another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Tight end right.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Dolphins on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The swing pass caught, and they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And here come the whistles and a timeout. with 7 seconds left. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final
Double tight,
play.
guys, double tight.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Hurry up, hurry up.
They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.